Alright, welcome to an NHL Hockey News Report. Today we have a very special video on can the Caps be, be back-to-back champs. Can they be back-to-back champs? Some of you might be like, Washington fans, oh yes, we can. Ovechkin can have a great year, can score the goals, do his slap shot up and over on Vasilevsky and Murray, beat the Penguins again. Boom, who cares? That is so true. And some of you be like, how can they beat the Pens? It was just once. And how can they beat the Lightning? This just as good. And you might be like, well, so much harder. They got rid of a couple players, who cares? Well, let's look at it. A couple sides that just noted there. Why and why not? Can the Caps be back-to-back champs? Let's look at it at this second. Now, I thought to do the video right now because I felt like if we do it this second before the season, we can see by the end of the season and into the playoffs and see who wins and say, were we right or not? We can be wrong, we can be right, we'll see. So, let's do, can the Caps be back-to-back champs? Let's start with yes. And then no. Alright, yes and no. Literally, let's just go through them all. Looking at, let's just look. Oh man, yes is so small to no, isn't it? Alright, let's make it. There we go. I think that's more better there. Alright, let's look at it. Yes, because center depth. Looking at center depth, I'm actually gonna just take away this whole thing, and then just talk this basically and go back to and then do no. Looking at yes center depth because look at those center depth. I'm gonna say yes because of Backstrom, Kuzi there, Kuznetsov is a big one that you could put there. Kuznetsov is a very good, talented center, very young. Backstrom's in his 30s now, getting up there in age, but you also, those two are really going to be good centers. Well, they are, you know what I mean? And then you got, that was really good during the final, and that was Lars Eller, former Montreal Canadian, former Blues, drafted by the Blues, also played 1 or 2 years with him. But looking at that, that is a good center depth right there. Depending on, can Eller be good again? Could Kuznetsov be good again? Could Backstrom be good again? Could Kuznetsov be that number one center they're looking for? Could Eller be that good second, third line center? You know what I mean? Also looking at goaltending. Just look at the goaltending we have. The goaltending this coming year is unbelievable. We have goalie, you have Holtby. Would have to be fantastic to be back-to-back champs. With Samsonov, he might he's gonna play during the season maybe. See who actually takes the role is a Samsonov or Phoenix Holtby. Something about Phoenix Holtby. He was actually he was with the Blues, started with the Blues, believe drafted by the Blues, right? No, he was never drafted, only played one game, he had a .509 save percentage, and the other, he had last time was 6-17 season, and 15-16 season also, but, we're gonna see how he's made of, you know what I mean? And we didn't really see much from him, so that's another whole thing. Alright. Could Holtby have a better 299 save goals against average? Alright, looking at that, 299, that stinks if you're a goaltender, you know what I mean? So, you need to work on that. Now, defenseman, Carlson, defense. With Carlson. Not Eric Carlson. None of those, but we're talking about John Carlson, the great defenseman. He did great during the final. Can he be great again for the final? be great. You know, he got this $8 million he got this 8-year contract. You know, it better be worth it. You know what I mean? That's another thing you do need. Now, another thing I like to talk about is also your youth. You know, of course, Verona have won it last year. Did a very good part in it all. Look at Samsonov also. He's another young goalie. Can he be what we need him to be? Right? Another Dudos. You know, he's also played but in the finals, but he's really good. I would say another great one is Michael Kempney. I would say, looking at him, he did a very good job. He's 27, but he's on the youthful side for NHL because he only played in 17, only for around 2 years he only played, so almost less than 2 years, so like 1 3/4. You know what I mean? So looking at that, youth is big. You know, looking at the Rangers, of course you probably like one person we never mentioned is Ovechkin, right? Yes, Ovi. It's a big one because Ovechkin, he's gonna be that caliber of the team. Of course, 6-17 season, he said, 33 goals, you know, like maybe trade him to the Montreal Canadiens, do this, do that, what can I get, you know, and Washington said, no, we're going to just hold on to him. And they didn't hold on to him, this would not happen. Be like, well, the Penguins moved on, and they won over the Caps in the semifinal. That wouldn't have happened if they didn't have him. They traded him. You know, it's just trade rumors, don't worry. That won't happen now. Of course, you had great Burakovsky. Looking at Burakovsky, let's talk about Burakovsky for a second. Could he be great again for going back to back? Looking at him, could he be that good? You know, he's an up and down, up, down, up, down. You know, up and down, up and down. Sorry, down. You know what I mean? He's that guy that goes up and down. You know what I mean? If he's that guy, you know, you gotta find his sweet spot and see if he can really do good. Another one, Oshie had kind of he's a bounce back season, but great in the final. You know, he did great. Looking at, hope he needs a bounce back season, but he did great in the final. Looking at those guys, you know, they need a bounce back season. Of course, Ovi had his bounce back season this past year, right? After only scoring 30, now he scored 49, not 50, almost 50. I like when he scored 50. But looking at that, that is awesome too. Now let's say, oh no, they're not gonna make it. Some of you might be like, alright, stop talking about how good they are. Alright, but you know, hey, they still, we all thought that in 17th season, how they're not gonna make it. And then, look what they got, you know what I mean? So why would they not make it? Let's talk about it. Could Holtby have another goals against average? Talking about I touched a little about this. Goals against average. Could he? You know, if he does, that's going to prevent them maybe from playoffs. No, not really, but I would say getting back-to-back champs. Not saying we made the playoffs, first round we're out. Oh, we made the playoffs, got to the semifinal, we got out. We got to the playoffs, we went to conference final, we got out. We got to the finals, we got there, and we lost. No, we're talking about back-to-back champs. Getting to the finals and winning the finals. Could that be happening? Alright, looking at that, that could be, I'm sorry I keep hitting it there, but looking at that, could that be it? Do they have enough depth? You know, of course, center depth is good. Goaltending, we have to. You know, I want to say good because Samsonov's supposed to be really good. You know, Ringers, I'm going to say good. But I'm talking about third, fourth line. You know, of course, Lost Eller, Devontae Smith-Pelly, they stepped up in the final. But could they do that again? Could Eller, Conley, Smith-Pelly, be good again. Just saying, not just, because Smith Pelly scores 3 to 4 goals in the season, but talking about, because Smith Pelly Colony and Lozella be that good in the final like they did. Like Lozella took the second line because we all know what happened with Basham with his hand. So when Ella took over, he did a really good job. But could he repeat that again? That's the whole question. Could they do that? And a couple teams I might be facing, would they be able to maybe beat the Flyers? Maybe they have to face the Flyers. Pens. Blue Jackets again. Hurricanes. Looking at those, Pens, Hurricanes, Isles maybe. Rangers. Something might be like, what? That's not true. But hey, you can always put it in there, right? Looking at those teams, could they make it? Could they? Could, any of them make it? Like, literally, like, these teams, do you think the Flyers can beat them? Do you think the Penguins can beat them? Do you think the Blue Jackets can beat them? Do you think the Hurricanes? Do you think the Isles? Do you think the Rangers can beat them? Let me know in the comments below. Because, remember, to play those, you also have to play the Atlantic Division also. Bruins, Tampa Bay, Toronto. Could Toronto beat the Caps? Could the Caps beat Toronto in past years? Of course, 6-7 season, they beat them. But could they beat them again? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Can the Caps be back-to-back champs? Let me know in the comments below and see you later.